Today we're going to talk about the 7 early signs of, what was it again? Right. Dementia. Sound familiar? That brief pause, that moment of forgetfulness, it happens to all of us. But when those senior moments start happening more frequently, or they start to affect your daily life, like repeating yourself, constantly misplacing things, or getting confused in familiar places, it could be more than just normal aging. It could be one of the early signs of dementia, and catching it early could save your life today. Hi, I'm from Golden Aging Health, and in this video, we're going to explore 7 early signs of dementia, what they look like, why they matter, and how spotting them early can help you protect your brain health and stay mentally sharp as you age. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because what you're about to hear could change everything. Follow me all the way to the end, or you might miss out on a tip that could save your brain. Sign number 7. Short-term memory loss. Let's start the countdown with sign number 7, the one most people notice first. Short-term memory loss that affects daily life. Now, we all lose our keys or forget a word every now and then. It's part of normal aging. But when someone starts forgetting conversations that just happened, missing appointments, or repeating a question within minutes, it's a more serious problem. Take Frank, 68, a retired engineer I met at a dementia conference. He'd been lucid his entire life, but his wife noticed he'd start asking, "What day is it?" just minutes after checking his calendar. Once, he called her 3 times in an hour to ask when dinner was. These weren't isolated slips of the tongue, but rather repeated short-term memory lapses. According to the National Institute on Aging, this type of memory loss often stems from early damage to the hippocampus, the part of the brain that helps form and store new memories. Long-term memories may remain clear, but recent memories quickly fade or disappear altogether. Have you seen memory changes like this in someone close to you or even yourself? Share below. Sign number 6. Difficulty finding the right words. We all have moments when a word is on the tip of our tongue, but having trouble finding simple, everyday words and struggling to keep up with conversation is a classic early sign of dementia. For example, someone might say, "the thing you sit on," instead of chair, or frequently pause, searching for basic words. This can make conversation uncomfortable or lead to social withdrawal. A neighbor of mine, Joyce, started slurring her words mid-sentence or replacing them with vague phrases like, "that thing," or "what do you call it?" Over time, she stopped participating in family discussions because she felt embarrassed. According to Harvard Health, this type of language difficulty occurs when dementia affects the left temporal lobe, the area responsible for processing words and speech. It's subtle at first, but can gradually affect communication. Do you know someone close to you who has a speech disorder? Let me know in the comments. We're helping each other out. Sign number 5. Disorientation in time and space. Did you know that legendary actor Gene Wilder, who came to us as Willy Wonka, began showing signs of Alzheimer's years before he was expected? One of the first symptoms his family noticed wasn't memory loss, but confusion about time and place, even in places he knew. Sometimes he forgot where he was or why he was there. That's called disorientation in time or space. According to the Mayo Clinic, disorientation about time or place is one of the earliest reported symptoms of dementia. In fact, a 2021 study published in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease found that more than 60% of individuals in the early stages of dementia had measurable fatigue in spatial recognition and time tracking, even before significant memory loss appeared. Sure, we all have moments when we feel lost. But when someone forgets what day it is, doesn't recognize a street they haven't driven on for years, or suddenly can't remember how they got somewhere, that's not just normal aging. Such confusion about time and place can be one of the earliest and most obvious signs of dementia. This sign is heartbreaking, but the most dangerous and often overlooked warning is still waiting for you. It's sign number 1, so please stick with me until the end. Sign number 4. Sudden mood or personality changes. I remember talking to a caregiver whose usually easygoing husband began to get angry over little things, then to withdraw from his friends. It was like he wasn't himself anymore, she said. I've seen it happen quietly, almost without warning, as a once cheerful, outgoing, warm person becomes withdrawn. They might get angry over little things. They might start to isolate themselves. Sometimes they seem anxious, even fearful, for reasons they can't explain. These changes aren't just emotional, they're neurological too. When dementia begins to affect the brain's emotional control centers, especially the frontal lobe, it can cause personality changes that take families by surprise. A 2020 study in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that more than 45% of people with early-stage dementia will experience mood symptoms before memory loss becomes apparent. Your story may be the reason another family takes action early. Leave a comment if your loved one has a sudden personality change and how it happened. These early signs, memory slips, language trouble, confusion, and mood shifts may seem small at first, but together they whisper a warning that something deeper may be happening in the brain. And sometimes, what comes next is even harder to see, until it's too late. Before we move on to sign number 3, let me share an unexpected truth that shook the medical community. Back in 2006, a groundbreaking study on Alzheimer's disease, published in the journal Nature, suggested that amyloid plaques were the primary cause of the disease. But recently, it was discovered that some of the data images in that study had been manipulated. This discovery sent shockwaves through the medical world. For nearly 2 decades, billions of dollars have been spent on treatments based on that flawed theory. Now, researchers are exploring new avenues. Think of your brain cells as your house. Every day, garbage piles up with broken proteins, damaged cell parts, and toxins. Your lysosomes are like the gatekeepers of your brain, and autophagy is the cleaning crew. When this system is working, your brain is clean and functioning normally. But when it breaks down, waste builds up, and that may play a bigger role in dementia than we ever realized. And that opens the door to exciting new treatments that focus on cleaning up cells rather than just removing plaque. Sign number 3. Reduced mental stamina. I remember talking to Michael, a 72-year-old former teacher. He said he used to read for hours or lead small discussion groups. But now, after just 20 minutes of conversation, he felt mentally foggy and needed a break. Tasks like paying bills or filling out forms that used to take him 30 minutes started to become 2-hour marathons. Lower mental stamina isn't due to physical fatigue. It's when a person can no longer maintain focus, attention, or conversation for long periods of time. Subtle but significant change that often occurs early in dementia. According to the National Institute on Aging, this happens when the brain's processing efficiency begins to decline, especially in the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for attention and working memory. A 2020 study in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience found that older adults with early dementia had a 40% reduction in sustained attention over an hour. Sign number 2. Changes in posture and gait. We often think of dementia as only affecting memory, but did you know that your walk can be one of the earliest clues that something's wrong with your brain? Changes in posture and walking pattern like shuffling, slower movement, hesitation when turning, or a more hunched-over posture can be early signs of cognitive decline. It's subtle, but powerful. According to the Journal of the American Geriatric Society, changes in gait often occur years before memory loss begins. A 2021 study found that adults with irregular gait patterns were nearly twice as likely to develop dementia within 5 years, especially if balance or foot placement became uneven. Why does it happen? Because areas of the brain involved in motor control, like the basal ganglia and frontal cortex, are also vulnerable in early dementia. Have you noticed someone close to you walking more slowly, hunched over, or a little steady on their feet? If so, drop a yes in the comments. Your experience might help others feel seen and less alone. Sign number 1. Reduced sleep quality. It might surprise you, but this is often the most dangerous and most commonly missed early warning sign of dementia. Reduced sleep quality. Not just trouble falling asleep, but waking up multiple times, not reaching deep REM sleep, and feeling foggy or unrefreshed day after day. It's a silent signal that your brain's internal cleaning system is breaking down. Here's why that matters. During deep sleep, your brain clears out toxic proteins like beta amyloid through a process called glymphatic drainage. Without this nighttime cleanse, toxins build up and damage starts quietly. A 2021 study in Nature Communications revealed that adults over 60 sleeping less than 6 hours per night had a 30% higher risk of developing dementia. And Harvard Health confirms that poor sleep disrupts memory, concentration, and mood long before diagnosis. So, let's quickly recap the 7 early signs of dementia we've uncovered today, counting down from the first whispers your brain might send. Number 7. Short-term memory loss. Number 6. Difficulty finding the right words. Number 5. Confusion about time or place. Number 4. Sudden mood or personality changes. Number 3. Decreased mental stamina. Number 2. Changes in posture or gait. Number 1. Poor sleep quality. Individually, each of these signs may seem like a normal part of aging, but when they appear together or become stronger over time, they may be your brain's quiet way of asking for help. The good news is, early detection changes everything. Today, researchers are uncovering new insights from the importance of autophagy and cellular cleanup to how sleep quality and brain-healthy daily habits can actually slow the decline. You're not helpless, and neither is your brain. Here's what I want you to take with you. First, if you've noticed any of these signs, don't brush them off. Jot them down, when they start, how often they happen, and how they affect daily life. Second, talk to a doctor who understands memory and aging. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, it's worth checking. Third, ask for a simple cognitive screening. It's quick, and it helps catch changes early. Finally, don't be afraid to seek a second opinion. Acting early isn't fear, it's strength. Because the earlier we act, the more we protect what matters most: our mind, our freedom, and our connection to the people we love. If this video was helpful to you, please subscribe and turn on notifications for more videos on how to keep your brain healthy as you age and health tips for seniors. I wish you health, wealth, and happiness.